Hey Bulls and Bears, how we doing? My name is JJ and this is Bull Boom Bear Bust. Today, as you can see, I'm at an RV center, and the reason I'm here is because I'm looking at prices because we've been thinking about buying a new camper. We've been thinking about it for a while, but we knew that prices were going to come down because of these rising interest rates, but also it's kind of a double whammy for the industry. And we're going to talk about how prices have been falling pretty heavily, falling for both motorhomes and RVs. RVs meaning, well, it's all RVs, but travel trailers, campers, prices of those also coming down quite quickly. And the rising fuel costs and the higher interest rates are all adding up to a big drop in these prices. Now, we told you this was going to happen, especially when we saw prices go up. If you look at a chart, prices went up like this, almost parabolic. And when something goes parabolic like that, not a good time to buy typically. Good time to sell, but not a good time to buy. Here's what's happening with prices. And this is out of RV wholesale market. Motorhome prices dropped 13% in 1 month, and that's according to a wholesale survey. Prices in August of this year, 2022, the average price was $69,000 for motorhomes. And that is down from July's price of $79,668. So a $10,000 price drop in just 1 month. I would call that a crash. And now, just in that 1 month from July to August, prices are down to where they were last year. So we're down to $69,900, $69,900. And this is where we were last year. So in 1 month, prices fell to where they were last year. That is a pretty big plunge, folks. And that's the drop off in demand, the high fuel prices. Of course, we're entering the fall season. Travel typically slows down. People camping and RVing typically slows down. But add on top of that everything else, the high cost of living, the high energy prices with heating your home, cooling your home, everything combined, it is leading to a drop off in people doing these leisure activities, leisure hospitality. And we've told you for a long time that these are going to be the areas that are going to see the biggest drop offs after this huge run up that we saw. Also, towables, and by towables we mean things that don't have motor. Of course, motorhomes have motors. Towables are RVs, specifically campers, and what you'd call travel trailers. And those prices are also coming down. In August, the price was $20,532 for the average towable campers, travel trailers. The price dropped $689. In August 2021, the price was $24,280. So now here we are a year later, the price is $20,500 from $24,280, nearly a $4,000 drop in towables, travel trailers, and campers. We're going to continue to see prices correct in this area for both motorhomes and RVs, towables, which are travel trailers and campers. Very interesting times. It's a perfect storm of drop off in demand as people get closer and closer to the financial edge. Credit cards, less people paying off their cards in full each month, more people putting more necessities on credit cards, not paying it off in full. So this is a ticking time bomb. I think we're still in the early innings right now, but this is how it begins. Big price drops in RVs, motorhomes, and campers both. Think about buying something and then the year later you're down $4,000 on what you could have paid for it. Or if you bought a motorhome, a year later you're down $10,000. Folks, that is some massive deflation and depreciation. We got a nice sand sport back here. And this is the Holland RV Center. I believe it's either Santee or Lakeside. It's right off the freeway. And this is where one of my kids goes to school out this direction. So that's why I'm out here today. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up and see you back in the studio. Hey everybody, we're back here in the studio as you can plainly see. Let's get into some more news regarding the huge drop-off in demand for RVs, campers, travel trailers, motorhomes, and go over some recent news articles that talk about this. Now let's take a look at Camping World stock. Camping World sells RVs, and just over the past 5 days, we've seen it go from about $28.45 down to about $24.50, climbed back up, slight recovery at $25.35. But if you look at a 5-year chart, this stock went up huge as the pandemic was hitting. It went from the low fours up to a high of about, at the peak, it was about $45, nearly $46. You could have 10 times your money in this stock if you would have bought at that low. But the people that bought during the mania up in the upper 30s and low 40s are really feeling the pain right now as it's back down to the $25 range. And in a recent article here out of RV Lifestyle, one of the biggest concerns for campers and RVers was, of course, fuel and energy costs, but also continuing shortages of parts and the inability to get things repaired on their motorhomes and their campers. But also a few of them reported a dwindling number of campgrounds. And that's not good, because the fewer campgrounds there are, there's going to be more competition for the ones that are still there, and the campgrounds are going to be raising their prices. In fact, I've been actually hearing from a few people that do RVing, and prices are rising. Here's an article here out of San Diego. Price hikes at Imperial Beach RV Park puts residents on the brink of homelessness. Another sad peg in the story of the homelessness and RV park prices going up. A lot of people, that's their last final step before they're completely homeless, is living in an RV, living in a camper at one of these RV parks, where at least they're going to have hookups for water and electricity, and the cost is a lot cheaper than rent in most cases. But these prices are going up too. RV parks going under, campgrounds going under and going out of business. The ones that are still in business raising their prices. This high cost of living is affecting everyone, every business owner, including campgrounds and RV parks. So now with the rising costs at these RV parks, how much worse is homelessness going to be? Again, this is usually the final step before someone is completely homelessness and living in a tent. Just more RVs camped, more of RVs rather parked, RVs and motorhomes parked maybe in parking lots somewhere. We need to have more safe, low-cost places for people to park their campers and their motorhomes. All right, speaking of higher energy costs and high costs to run around the country in a motorhome because of fuel, oil prices right now just under $86. Now, I expect the price of oil to go up big time in the next few months, likely starting in December and beyond. That's my opinion, because we're really burning through these oil reserves, and they're keeping the price suppressed right now by burning through these reserves. Once those are further depleted, and I think once we get past November, we're going to see the price shoot back up over $100. That's my opinion. Please let me know what you think down in the comments. And if prices do shoot up for oil, we're going to see even a bigger drop off in the demand for RVing and campering. Or will rising rents push more people to buy an RV and camper, and will that keep the RV and motorhome prices elevated? We've already seen a $10,000 drop just in the past month, and prices are now where they were last year for motorhomes, and a $4,000 drop in towables when you look at campers and travel trailers. So what's going to happen? Inflation because more people push towards living in an RV, or more deflation because of these higher interest rates and higher energy and fuel costs? Please let me know down in the comments, what do you think about the big price drop and where is it headed? Thanks everybody for watching. Bye for now. Keep stacking. We'll see you next time. Peace.